Hey guys, so in this video I'll be showing you my entire LEGO Star Wars minifigure collection, and this collection consists of 869 LEGO Star Wars minifigures, and this collection has grown a ton since the last time I did a LEGO Star Wars collection video. I've added about a base plate and a half worth of minifigures. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the collection. But first, just a quick note. While I did include my brick heads on the table, I did not include them in the final count. And I also did not include any sealed sets for this collection total. So for example, I have a sealed 501st Battle Pack and a sealed Obi-Wan Kenobi Poly Bag, the 20th anniversary one. But I did not include those in the collection total. I just included the built minifigures that you see here. So starting down in the front left, you can see I have 18 of the 212th Troopers from the 2014 Battle Pack, along with a Battle Pack's worth of Geonosis Troopers, and then 18 of the 212th Airborne Troopers, also from the 2014 Battle Pack. Absolutely love that set. It was great getting a ton of those back in the day. And then back here you can see I have 2 Wolfpack Troopers and 2 Shock Troopers from 2014. And the next row I have what I believe is 10 of the Kashyyyk Scouts from Battle Packs, and just the other sets that LEGO for some reason loves to release this clone with. And then in the back there you can see the updated 91st Recon Trooper, or Commander Neo, depending on who you ask. And then here I just have 8 of the Kashyyyk Troopers. And then back there you can see I have 2 Commander Grease, along with a Phase 2 Gunner. And the next row, which might be one of my favorites in the collection right now, is my 501st row. You can see I have 9 of the new 501st Clone Troopers, which is 3 Battle Packs worth. Amazing to have. I know it's just 9, but still very happy to have these Clone Troopers. And then in the back you can see 2 501st Jet Troopers, which are also very cool minifigures. And up front I have 1 last Jet Trooper. And then I have 4 of the 2013 501st Troopers, a Phase 2 Rex, the Z95 pilot, and then the 332nd Trooper. And behind him I have 3 of the 2014 Phase 2s there, but then I also have 3 more up front for a total of 6. And then just some clone pilots there, some newer ones, and then we transition into the older Phase 2s, so I have 2 of the old pilots. And then behind the pilots there is one of the 2010 Phase 2s. And then I have a total of 24 of the original Phase 2 Clone Troopers, kind of just split among 3 rows here. Very happy to have so many of this Clone Trooper. Absolutely love this guy. And then behind him, or them, I have 5 Star Corps Troopers. 1 has the Pauldron, and 4 are from the Battle Pack. And then up front, I have 2 old Shock Troopers, an old 91st Reconnaissance Trooper, a Swamp Trooper. And then behind the Swamp Trooper, I have 27 of the Clone Wars clones. Absolutely love these figures as well. Love having so many of them. It is the most of a single figure that I have, excluding Battle Droids. So very happy to have so many of those. And then back there I have 2 Bomb Squad Troopers, but then there's another one up front here. 3 Clone Gunners, 2 Horn Company Troopers, a Phase 1 Wolfpack clone, Phase 1 Pilots, and then 3 regular ARF Troopers. And then moving into some commanders, we have Commander Wolf, Commander Cody, Phase 1 Gree, a Phase 1 Rex, and then just a generic clone commander, captain, 2 lieutenants, 3 sergeants there, and then a 4th sergeant there, 3 clone pilots from Episode 2, and then a total of 11 of the Episode 2 Phase 1s. And then we have the kind of elite ARF Trooper and the ARC Trooper from the 2012 Battle Pack. 2 of the original Phase 1s, although that one does have the incorrect torso, and then this Special Forces clone from the Yoda Chronicles book. And then moving into Jedi, I have 2 Plo Koons, one from 2010 and one from 2014. And then the next row, I have my Obi-Wans, pretty much an Obi-Wan from every era of Star Wars, although the Episode 4 ones are somewhere else. And then moving on, I have Anakins, I have Episode 2 one, a bunch from the Clone Wars, as you can see there. And then another Clone Wars 1, an old Episode 3 1, and then 2 newer Episode 3 ones. And then a bunch of Yodas, both Clone Wars and the newer movie-style Yoda. And then moving back to the front, you can see I have the original Qui-Gon Jinn, the 2007 one, just some newer ones, and then 2 Mace Windus, 2 Luminaras, 2 Quinlan Voss, and then we have Aayla Secura back there. And then the next row up, we have Agent Kolar, Eth Koth, A.D. Galia, or I think that's actually Stas Ali, Evan Peel, Coleman Trebor, and then 3 versions of Ahsoka. And then all 3 versions of Barriss Offee. I hate this character. I don't like the minifigures, but I, for some reason, have all 3 different versions. And then closing out the Jedi, I have 2 Kit Fistos, love that minifig, 2 Saesee Tins, and then 2 Ki-Adi-Mundis. And moving on back, we have Young Anakin, Young Padme, Episode 2 Padme, Clone Wars Padme, 1 Jar Jar chilling back there. And then moving up towards the front, we have another Jar Jar, 3 Gungan Warriors, Captain Tarpals, some Naboo security dudes, some Senate Commandos, a Senate Commando Captain, a Wookiee, 2 Tarfals, Anaconda Far, Tai Sen right there, a random Nymoidian, 2 Nute Gunrays, Hondo Onaka, and Aura Singh, which is in terrible condition. I bought that figure used, and I have no idea why I did. Poggle the Lesser, and then just a bunch of Geonosians, one of whom is undead. 2 Palpatines right there, 2 original Mauls, a newer Maul, Clone Wars Maul right there. I really like that minifig with his robotic legs. 2 versions of Dooku, and then 2 versions of Grievous. Really weird looking Asajj Ventress, a kind of weird looking but still cool Savage Opress. Pong Krell, which is a great minifigure. And then 4 different Old Republic troopers things. This is the Sith troopers and then the Republic troopers. And then moving on to the next row, we have the Mandalorians. So we have 4 blue Mandalorians, 2 Maul Mandalorians, Super Commandos, Jango Fett, Young Boba, Old Boba, an Episode 5 Boba, an Episode 6 Boba. And then up front here, we have the UCS Slave 1 Boba. Love this minifig. Looks absolutely amazing. And then the white Boba Fetts from the Character Encyclopedia. 2 IG-88s, a Forlom, a Bosk, and a Dengar. Love all of these Bounty Hunter minifigures. And then 2 Weequay Guards, an ancient Gamorrean minifigure, and Ree-Yees chilling in the back. And then next up is Max Rebo. That is a great headpiece that he has. 2 Jawas, a Tusken Raider, some Ewoks, and then just some Bespin minifigures. One in the back is Lobot from the Planet set. And then next up is a little Ugnaught, And then next up is the Mandalorians from the Battle Pack, and then 2 versions of Mando. Baby Yoda chilling on a jumper plate right there. Cara Dune and Greef Karga, and then IG-11 right there. And IG-11 brings us into the droids, which are actually, I lied, we have these 2 guys from the ATST Raider. And then we move into the assassin droids, just a bunch of different versions, and then the commando droids right there. And that closes off the first row of base plates. So let's go ahead and move on to the droids in the back. Starting off the second row of base plates, I have my battle droids, and I have 74 normal battle droids, which is crazy. I don't even collect droids, like I was never trying to build up a droid army. This is just how many droids I've gotten from buying a bunch of different Lego Star Wars sets, mainly to get clone troopers. So this just shows you how many sets battle droids actually come in. And then back here we have 3 commanders. Looks like 3 security droids, and then that pilot right there has just the plain blue torso. And then I have a bunch here which have the little tan stripe on the torso, which I don't really get. I guess it's more accurate, but I don't know. I kind of prefer it, just the plain blue. And then I have some rocket battle droids right there. And then some AAT drivers, right there, 4 of those. Some Geonosis battle droids right there, along with a commander. And then here's just a bunch of super battle droids. Most of them are the normal ones, but 2 do have a rocket arm. And that is the end of the droids. Now move into some OT stuff with the solo figures. So you have Mullock, that guy, the Dryden Guards, a Kessel droid, another Kessel droid, which isn't really a minifigure, but I decided to throw him in. And actually, the Pike is right in front there. The Kessel Mine Worker from the Polybag, Weasel, Enfys Nest, and then both versions of Beckett, Val, all 3 versions of Kira back there. And then up front we have, actually, I keep forgetting the front row here. We have Rio right there, great minifig. And then Ian from the Padawan Menace back in like 2011. And then all the solo versions of Han, including the Polybag one right there. And then also have the rest of the Hans, so the Metal Han, the Hoth Han from the Polybag, Carbonite Han, and then right there is the 2 more Carbonite Hans and an Endor Han. And then we have Chewbacca, so 2 young Chewbaccas right there, an old one, and then a bunch of newer Chewbaccas, and then a young Lando right behind there, one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars minifigures. And then the front of the next row has Episode 6 Lando, and then Episode 9 Lando right there. And then I have the dreaded Farm Boy Luke, 3 of those, and then an older but not old Luke. This is the one from the Visual Dictionary. An original Pilot Luke, the one from 2010. And then this is 2 Metal Lukes from the Visual Dictionary, a Hoth Luke right there, and then 2 more Pilot Lukes, the Luke from Cloud City and also the Bespin Duel, 2 old Return of the Jedi Lukes, and then 2 new ones, and then 2 old Lukes right there, followed by 2 different versions of old Ben Kenobi. And then here I have 4 versions of Leia Organa, followed by Bail Organa. And after that, have my Rogue One stuff, so I have both Jins, both Cassians, K2, and Bodhi. Then up in front here have Chirrut and Baze, followed by Pow, Bistan, and Moroff, along with Admiral Raddus and Admiral Akbar. That guy from Episode 5, Sabine, Kanan, and then Rowan Freemaker in the back. And then here's General Merrick, followed by Captain Antilles, and 3 just regular Rebels. And then 4 Rebels from the 2015 Battle Pack, and 2 Endor Rebels. And then up front are 3 more Endor Rebels, followed by just a ton of different versions of Hoth Rebels. I don't know why LEGO just can't pick a design and stick with it. And then here is 11 of the Rogue One style Rebels. Absolutely love these minifigs. They look great. Love the helmets on these guys here. And then I have 4 old Rebel ground crew figures, followed by 1 new one. 2 old B-Wing pilots, and then this guy's really an A-Wing pilot, but he was red, so I put him with these guys. 1 old A-Wing pilot, 1 new A-Wing pilot, and then 1 A-Wing pilot from Rebels. And then up front here is a Y-Wing pilot and 2 U-Wing pilots. And then a bunch of X-Wing pilots. Some have names like Biggs, Wedge, Zev, and then Porkins right there, and then just an unnamed one in the back, followed by just a few more unnamed ones. And then we have the Empire stuff. So we have 3 older Stormtroopers from about 2007, 2 from 2012, 2 of the Jet ones from 2015, and then have a bunch of the 2014 update of the Stormtrooper. This is probably my favorite version. Just love the way that these look. I think I have 8 of them, I want to say. And then 3 of the newer Stormtroopers. I don't really like them. The helmet is just really weird. And then up front here have 5 Rebel Stormtroopers, 2 old Scout Troopers, 1 kind of mid-gen Scout Trooper, along with 1 newer Scout Trooper. And then I have 2 Imperial Patrol Troopers. And then in the next row I have some Snow Troopers, some older ones and some newer ones. And then here are 2 Sand Troopers from 2012, 2 Range Troopers from Solo. And then here is an old Shadow Trooper, kind of mid-gen Shadow Trooper, and then a newer Shadow Trooper right there, followed by a bunch of Death Troopers. Absolutely love these minifigs. And then I have a Mud Trooper from Solo right there, followed by some Shore Troopers. I have 2 out of the 3 versions. I don't have the Polybag one. And then I have an Imperial Shock Trooper, 2 Hover Tank pilots, 2 ATDP pilots, and then an ATST driver right there. And then this guy right here from the Convex, and then 3 of the AT-AT drivers, and then this like Legends version of a V-Wing pilot, and then just a bunch of different versions of a TIE pilot, although that one right there is a TIE Striker pilot, and then just a Death Star Trooper right there, and then right up front there is an Imperial Immigration Officer, and then 3 Death Star Gunners, and then 2 landing crew, and then Inferno Squad right there, although Iden is somewhere else. 2 Imperial Shadow Trooper or Shadow Guards, and then 4 regular Imperial Guards, 2 Imperial Technicians, an old version of an Imperial Officer, the 2012 Imperial Officer, and then just some newer ones right there. That one in the back is from the UCS Star Destroyer. And then in the back here I have 3 different versions of General Veers. I don't think these 2 were explicitly named in the sets they were in, but this one definitely was. And then here's Iden Versio, and then Agent Callus, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Director Krennic, Vader from The Empire Strikes Out, and then one Vader from 2015, and then two Vaders right there with the arm printing. And then we have Palpatine right there, one old one from 2010, one from like 2015 about, and then one from 2020. And moving into the sequel trilogy, although I guess Palpatine is technically a sequel trilogy character now, have two Kylo Rens, a General Hux, Captain Phasma, General Pride, two Knights of Ren, a First Order General from that polybag of a few years ago now, and then just some other First Order officers right there, and then a Final Order officer. Still don't get the Final Order, it's kind of stupid. These dudes that they were in a lot of sets, but they weren't in a lot of movie. Then that guy from a battle pack. First Order pilots, almost said Imperial. And then you have Praetorian Guards, actually very cool looking minifigs. Imperial Executioners, two Flame Troopers right there, and then another Flame Trooper up front. Two of the Heavy Troopers from the battle pack, and then the May the 4th one right there. Four different, well actually five, because the one with the cape from the movie that shall not be named. Five First Order Snowtroopers. And First Order, keep wanting to say Imperial, First Order Jet Trooper, the Tread Speeder driver dude, and then a full row of the First Order Stormtroopers. And then up front here have two Sith Troopers, and then two Final Order Jet Troopers, Unkar's Thug, have both of them. One was in a set, and then one was in an advent calendar. Unkar's Thug, a Guavian dude, DJ, Zori Bliss, and then up front I have Bulio, Finn, and Finn, a bunch of different versions of Rey, two different versions of Poe, Admiral Holdo, Rose, and then Snap Wexley right there, two versions of him, and then just a bunch of different pilots, followed by just some Resistance fighters right there, and I feel like, yep, I skipped Lieutenant Connix in the front, and then two Resistance officers, and then we'll close out with the droids, which aren't technically minifigures, or at least most of them aren't, but decided to include them. Have the medical droid, just a bunch of protocol droids, well, two protocol droids, and then a bunch of C-3POs right there. And then here, it's just some R5-D4s, and then a bunch of random astromechs right there, some Clone Wars ones, some Imperial ones, some Rebel ones, a Resistance one, and then just a bunch of R2-D2s. Have a ton of him. He's been coming in a lot more sets recently, so I have a lot of the newer ones. And then two BB-8s right there, two DOs, two of these Dooku pilot droids, and then the Christmas figures are just kind of squeezed in the back here. Have Yoda, Maul, Jango, Vader, 3PO, and Chewbacca, along with Reindeer R2, R2 the Snowman, who's kind of fallen over, the Christmas tree droid, Santa BB-8, and a Porg, and then I also have two other Porgs. One is just a regular Porg, and then one's the Santa one. And then I have a Buzz Droid, Jabba, and a Wampa, but I did not include those in the final count. And I just realized I forgot my 20th anniversary figures. I have Vader, Luke, Han, and Lando. I do not have Leia because I don't want the Slave one, because I have this Slave one here, so I don't really see a reason to buy it. And I do have the Obi-Wan, like I think I said at the start, but I did not include him since I am keeping that polybag sealed. And just for fun, here are my brickheads. I have Mando, Baby Yoda, Boba, Vader, a Stormtrooper, Kylo, a Sith Trooper, Han, Chewbacca, another Kylo, Rey, Phasma, and Finn. And that will do it for the collection, guys. That was all of my LEGO Star Wars minifigures as of November 2020. It is crazy how much this collection has grown over the past couple years. If you look back at my 2016 LEGO Star Wars collection, I did a part 1 and 2. Part 2 is the minifigs. Like, I maybe had 6 base plates of minifigures. I'm up to like 10 and a half. Which is just insane. Cannot believe the amount of LEGO Star Wars minifigures I have. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Not much else to talk about. I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching this far. And if you did enjoy the video, a like is very much appreciated. And if you want to see more from me, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And like I said, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.